I think Imari was really right. I think our fight was there. Just I hate using these words because it's such coach speak, but their resiliency all last year has been remarkable. And we tried to get Charisma to be ready today, and she just wasn't, and it wasn't wise for us to do that. And so, and everyone's just like, okay, here we go. Let's next person up, and let's figure out ways we can contribute. And we forced them to go away from some ways that they played. I thought our effort and fight was there. We had 72 passion plays today. That was one of the best. We made our rebounding goals today. That tells me that the effort was there. Even our GPS scores in terms of our load that we had, the intensity in which we played with was really good. We just weren't. We didn't take care of the ball, and we weren't smart. So we had great passion, we had great fight, but we just didn't. We weren't as wise and as purposeful as we needed to be rewarded for that. So credit to Utah. I think Lynn has done a spectacular job with this team. I have tons of respect for her and her program. And I wish them nothing but the best moving forward. But I think for us to have the fight that we showed is a direct correlation as a thank you to our seniors. Because it would have been easy just to sort of coast through, let's get it done. But we really wanted to get this for our seniors. And you should see our locker room, the effort that went into creating a special day for these players. And we're going to a reception right now for them. And so I just, ups, downs, the game, I want to say thank you to our seniors. And thank you for their contributions. Thank you for their continued willingness to grow. And just grateful for that. But really proud of our fight. We made too many mental errors, too many turnovers, especially in the third quarter.
Coach, you had 8 players for senior day. It's obviously a lot, but a couple, Gina, Cori, didn't play this year. Is there any chance they could end up coming back?
Yeah, there's a chance. They haven't made decisions. It's totally up to them. I think we'll have to see how it goes. But I would say that there's some of them are a little different. Those two situations are a little bit different. But really excited. I don't think Kiara. I think Kiara, that was it. But I'll tell you, that kid right there, Kiara Jefferson, the passion, her grandparents and her mom being here today, and the selflessness of how she stayed engaged this whole time when things didn't really ever go her way, she's really special. And we talk about a lot of the other ones, and I really want to say thank you to KJ for just, and her whole family. They have been so supportive of the mission of this program, and KJ is a really integral part of what makes UCLA women's basketball really special.
And Natalie being here for 4 years,
yeah.
when you're not playing, it's been kind of like a different era almost.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about her journey and her impact on the program through those 4 years?
Yeah, she broke our heart the first time. And Coach Shannon was talking to her mom, who we call Coach Lee, and at the end of the conversation, Coach Lee said, well, you got your 4 years with Natalie, just was a little bit later. So she has such a tender spirit. And I love her work ethic. She's really self-evaluative all the time, very self-aware. She's a really deep thinker. She has such a gift of empathy and mercy for other people. And so it has really been an honor to be a part of her life and to watch her. Even today, I was walking down the hallway to come here, and I said, Natalie, you really led today. And, if you would have said she was going to be a leader and play the point guard 3 years ago, I would have told you were crazy. And to watch her character grow, that she could do that and find her voice and her strength, and then to have her versatility and her skill set grow, really happy for her and those fronts. And, the reality for us is that we have to be playing our best basketball come the Pac-12 tournament. And we gotta keep growing. And so if we show no fight, and I don't see those glimpses from people like Natalie, we don't have a chance. But I can teach through the turnovers. I can't do that if there's not fight and togetherness and commitment. And that's what I'm excited to do moving forward.
And obviously, with today's results and everything, the net rankings in Pac-12 will change. But just off the top of your head, do you think that an at-large bid is still in play, or do you think you're going to have to run the table with Pac-12s?
I think we're probably going to have to run the table with the Pac-12s. But you never know in this whole thing. I mean, the scores of today, you just never know. I think, obviously it's great to have two people who are projected in the NCAA tournament, ahead of us and on their home floor. That's what you want at this point, because it gets you more sort of brownie points in the game. So, I literally have not once this whole year looked at bracketology. I've not once looked at social media, anything having to do with the NCAA tournament. I just made that commitment that I just thought it would be a distraction from me being present focused of what the team needed from me that day. So I really don't know for sure, because I haven't been paying attention to all the other surrounding pieces. I just know that I'm going to be committed to loving and leading and growing my team this week.
Cori, so both the Arizona teams just lost, so you guys are going to go down there and both teams be hungry for that, of course. How are you guys going to reboot from this weekend and prepare down there and stuff?
Well, yeah, heck, if that was the case, then we should have been both teams, I guess, were angry today because we both lost on Friday. So, I try not to put too much stake in them losing and what that does to their emotions. I just have to figure out how we're going to be ready to play. There's no doubt, the energy in McHale will be great, and they're obviously a really good team at home. I'm sure they will play angry. Arizona State is always fierce and physical. That's just who they are. So, I can totally, I just can't worry about it, to be honest with you, Sue. I have tons of respect for both Charlie and for Adia and what they've done with their programs. But I just am going to try to be the biggest warrior I can be for the sake of my team.
I feel like you talk about silent heroes a lot, and Jalen Penn had a great game. Angela with that and one super late was huge. Can you talk about how everyone sort of stepped up today?
Well, I thought the first couple plays of the game for Jalen Penn were great, and I thought, oh, there she is. We've been, she's got, some 12 pins, I think, in her hand and a plate, and it's hard what she's been doing, but I thought she was like, I'm going to go for this. I thought that's what I saw in her eyes, and I just said, hey, keep going. You are safe. It may be uncomfortable, but go for it. Keep having fun out there. And so I thought that was really big. And even for her, just to mentally keep coming back is just such an important piece for us. And she has great respect from our players. And so when she gets going like that, I think it's a big deal. And Angela, she's had literally 2 live practices. We have a walkthrough since October 30th. And, so to see her sort of, you're watching her grow just like I am in game situations. It's sort of, we got to throw her into the fire and help her catch up as quickly as we can. But, if she can stay healthy and train all the way through, she's got a chance to be just a spectacular player for us. She plays both sides of the ball. She's incredibly good on both ends with her ability. We can switch a lot more with her in there. And, there's just a lot of advantage. She's a great player. So I'm really excited to have to watch her grow over the next several months and to see that. But she made some huge plays. And so, it's just a hard position to be in, to enter in with that little amount of reps with the team after so long. So I respect her for how she's attacking that.
Do you have any updates on Izzy? Nasty in the second half.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out when I went over to Angela. I was like, Angela, are you okay? Did you get hit too? But honestly, she was just, her head got split open. So she was going to get, Izzy is so tough. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know if you noticed, she was just smiling when she came off because she's like, what else? What else can happen? It's pretty incredible, but I think they're giving her some stitches, and that's really all I know at this point. I think she got hit again when she went in the head after that. So I don't know outside of that anymore. But that kid is so tough. And so I'm really grateful for how she keeps coming back and how she keeps putting the team first. And she's another one that I just think is going to be, you're starting to see glimpses, right? Her IQ, her versatility, her willingness to be a rim protector, a shot blocker, and a rebounder. She's really starting to return to form. And, remember, she had to take almost 2 years off because Melbourne was completely shut down. And so she's starting to get like, oh, was one of the best players in the world in her class. I'm just so excited about what she's going to grow into. But I think other than knowing that was getting stitches after the game is all I know. Anyone else?
I'm sure you'll let us know when, I was concerned about Dominique.
Yeah, I just know that it's her ankle, and I'm way more worried about a knee, but I don't know anything other than that it's her ankle right now. So, and I will say, I said this, those of you from the Daily Bruin, and that the people that are here, I know one of our other guys missing today, but I told our staff the other day that you all are the best coverage team from the Daily Bruin that we've had since I've been here in 11 years. So really appreciate that. And I told that to our staff yesterday, and so I want you to know I really appreciate it. And it's a huge deal. And I think it's always a bandwagon thing. We were in the top 10 most of the year last year, and you were, a lot of people wanted to tell our stories, But the people in this room right now that have continued to show up for our players, it's mostly important for the journey of our women. It means so much that someone wants to tell their story. So thank you for all you've done, and for just keep continuing to show up. It doesn't go unnoticed, and appreciated. So thanks everybody. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.